Okay, so my name, John Smith. My teacher, Mr. Clegg. The class is B7. The date is the 24th of October, 2017. The title, something. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, so I'll just make a placeholder. Ooh, this needs to be much bigger. There we go. Okay. And let's indent our first line of text. We're going to start here. But before that, let's select everything with Control A or Command A and change it all to what? Times New Roman, 12-point font, double spaced. And let's get a header in here by double clicking in the top margin, right aligning, Smith space, and insert page number. Okay, Control all up here as well, Times New Roman, 12-point font. Okay. Now let's go down here before we begin and start composing the idea. So my argument is US should ban guns for citizens. All right. So I need to think of 3 reasons why that's the case. 1, shootings are too common. Then 2, I can say shootings are more deadly than other attacks. So I could say, like, yes, attacks will still happen, knives and things, but with guns, more is going to happen. More people are going to die as a result. And then another reason is, let's see, what's a good one? The world has changed so much that the original purposes of defending against tyranny are no longer valid. Okay, let us begin. First, I need some background. And I'm going to use as my hook, as they call it, not a silly question, but a comment about something interesting that is on people's minds, so hopefully I can draw them in. And the Las Vegas shooting is an obvious one, right? Okay. I want to say the recent shooting, but October 1st. Okay. The Las Vegas shooting on October 1st provided another clear illustration of America's strange problem. US citizens frequently, no, that's a little bit off. I'm still giving background here. Let's see. Mass shootings are alarmingly common here. bit more. Okay, now I want to transition from this background into my idea, which is that we shouldn't allow people to have guns anymore. So let's transition with this. At some point, patriot dreams of a noble public standing up with muskets to a tyrannical government needs to be reconciled. Reconciled means you come together and solve a problem with the startling trends of 21st century shootings. Responsible gun owners exist, but in a social climate that produces dozens of meaningless deaths every year gun control, let's see, the US should take legal action to prevent further atrocities. And this is my thesis statement. The US should take legal action to prevent further atrocities. And now I'm going to give 3 reasons why that's the case. I'm going to do it, let's see, how should we, I'm going to have a list that starts with a DC, and then a list of 3 things, then a comma, and then an IC. Okay, because shootings are too common to ignore, because the original justifications for having guns are no longer valid, and because shootings are more deadly than attacks caused by other weapons, they should be banned. Okay, I think that's it. Because shootings are so common in recent decades, yeah, I think that's better if we have a list of 3 dependent clauses, actually. Because the original purposes for Americans to have guns have become outmoded, and because, what did I say, shootings are more deadly, and because gun attacks specifically have such a devastating toll in terms of human life. Because of these things, now an IC that wraps it up. So I'm gonna repeat my thesis statement here, but not entirely, just a brief thing. The time has come for lawmakers to take action. Okay, now let's go back here and proofread. Oh, actually, now I kind of have my idea, so I'm going to write my title. Enough is enough. Okay, that seems to be the theme that my essay is going to take. I'm going to list how these events are just becoming too common and we have to draw a line finally. So enough is enough will be my title. Okay, now let's read through this and make sure it's okay. The Las Vegas shooting on October 1st. You don't put first in MLA format, actually. 2017 provided another clear illustration of America's. This makes it sound like there's only one problem, so I'm going to change this to a strange American problem. A strange American problem. And I'll talk about this later in the essay, how in America we have more of these shootings and they're more deadly than in other countries, at least ones that are not in some sort of civil war. All right, mass shootings are alarmingly common here. At some point, patriot dreams of a noble public standing up with muskets to a tyrannical government. This is a long noun phrase, but these dreams need, because dreams is my subject, so need is the verb that matches it. Dreams need to be reconciled with the startling trends of 21st century shootings. Ooh, I like this. Okay, good. Responsible gun owners exist, comma, but in a social climate that produces dozens of meaningless deaths every year, comma, the U.S. should take legal action to prevent further atrocities. Okay, now I see that I've said take action up here, and I say take action again down here, so I want to change one of them. Make changes, I think is what we'll say. You don't want to say the same phrase twice, or word twice. It's repetitive and sort of ugly. All right, and then the list of 3 things. Because shootings are so common in recent decades, because the original purposes for Americans to have guns have become outmoded, and because gun attacks specifically have such a devastating toll in terms of human life, the time has come for lawmakers to make changes. Okay.